There is a post-pandemic surge in wellness, mental health, skills training demand in Singapore and Asia. Obviously, when it was 2020, when COVID first hit us, already mental health was already on the rise. It skyrocketed, and there was such a lot of demand, but so little supply. Now there is a surge as well. And then there was a corresponding surge in course enrollments in coaching, postgrad counselling, whether it's your diploma or your master's level, so on and so forth. There was a corresponding surge. So you got a surge in the demand, there was also a surge in the supply. However, if you look at the stats, and I'm just summarizing for you, within 1 year of graduation, these practitioners gave up their practice. 62%, more than half, gave up the practice. And the reasons are far and wide. It could be they couldn't land a job. They've been, as practitioners, you kind of need to clock hours as well. And so, and plus you got to pay for your own supervision. So it's not true that you just graduated, you can open shop. 87%, even after getting their accreditation, also realized that this model was not sustainable for them, and so they also drop out and collapse. Those who are still in the practice beyond 2 years and not making any headway, because the first 2 to 3 years in any business must be accelerated, fast growth, because times are changing and it's so VUCA out there, so volatile out there, you don't even know what's going to happen like in the next year, right? So you got to move fast. So if you're still stagnant within your first 3 years, this is what happens. We call it a zombie business. And to me, it pains me to see good people graduate and not able to sustain their business. They have a calling, they have a passion, it's so noble, and yet they can't sustain and they drop out within the 2 or 3 years. Let's do the math, okay? So here is a typical situation, and I coach different people who are into counseling or coaching. For example, if you were to start a side hustle, I always tell people not to quit their day jobs because you need cash flow. So let's say you run your own practice on the side after hours. You could see clients in the night, in the evenings, or most likely in the weekends, right? One session, just throw up a number. One session you charge $120, or you work with an agency, right? And there are many third-party platforms with huge demands. They call on you, and then you do a split, right? A profit sharing, whatever it is. I'm just averaging out the figures here for you. This is not industry standards. You charge $120 per session. One session, it could be 1 hour, 90 minutes, whatever it is. And then you kind of multiply that in the week. So let's say you can see 5 clients or conduct 5 sessions per week. It could be 5 nights. You could pack out your sessions. You could see your clients and immerse them during the weekend. Whatever it is, if you aim for 5 sessions per week, you're going to get $600, correct? We're just doing the mathematical calculations here. So in a good month, if all things are consistent, right, you're going to pack yourself with 20 sessions. Mind you, this is just a side hustle. And this, to me, this is a very good average. If you can sustain this over the course of like 4 to 6 months, I would say that you're considered pretty successful. But take a look at the monthly figure. It's $2,400 just for a side hustle. Let's say you quit your job and then you go into this full-time. How many sessions can you do in a month? 40 sessions, you double that, 4,000 plus, less than 5,000 at the end of the day. To me, how much more can you put on yourself and take on the sessions? To me, this is, you simply cannot scale. It doesn't add up. You keep seeing more and more clients until what? You burn out? It just cannot scale, right? It doesn't make sense. I figured this out very early, 10 years ago, because I had a mentor and I invested in my own training and coaching as well. And he told me, you got to do something radically different to your model, right? And also to your mindset, because I couldn't see beyond this.